Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Good morning and welcome to MIGHTYOX Trading. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's had a great night, ready for a great day. I have no idea why I'm on that screen, but okay. Let's go to that screen. New all-time highs once again overnight. ES actually got it later than NQ, but NQ's falling and ES is still kind of trying to rise. ES's new all-time high came 11 ticks short of 7,500, 74.96. It's low. 74.71. So about 25 points in range. NQ's new all-time high, 29,693. Looks like the low of the day is at 480, so a little over 200 points in range. Kappa came down from its all-time highs that it set yesterday. And has about 220 ticks in range. Ultra Bond. Ooh, Ultra Bond's blowing up. We have about 15 ticks in range. Gold. About 52 points in range. Crude oil. It's down to just, it's trying to hold 100. Dipped under it overnight. Just under 3 points in range. Bitcoin falling under 80K. Down to 79.2. So that's where we sit standing. Whatever body posture you're deciding to take today. Let me see. Am I logged in? Nah, come on. Nah. Damn it. I hate the way they make you log in now. Never saves it. Never saves it. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Break me off a piece of that. I swear it saved this. Log in. Come on. I hate this. I gotta go to Take Profit Trader. I gotta put in the frickin' two-factor identification. I gotta find my phone. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. How are we all doing today? Oh, wait. It's been here the entire time? Are you serious? All right. All right. We're logged in. Yay. Let's play the feud. Let me kill that. Oop. Oop. All right. We're just kind of hanging around on the 9 EMA right now. Dow got back above 50,000. It might even be an all-time high. I'm not even sure. Let me look. Not quite. Looks like 238, 50, 238 is the all-time high. Let me verify that. No, I'm wrong. All-time highs came back in February. 59.16. We do have retail sales coming up and jobless claims. ATR on the 3-minute chart sitting at 14. On the 1-minute chart, it's about 7.5. So not bad right now. Not too slow. Under 5 is usually too slow. And then once it gets over 20 on the 1 minute, that's usually a little too high for me to like taking trades. Where was everybody this morning? All right. Watching this kind of drift upwards. Crude drifting downwards, just broke under 100. Dow trying to drip down. ES trying to drift down. I got a purple candle here on NQ. Not sure I really want that. It's staying above the 9 for now. Of a bunch of EMAs. What? What the hell? Huh? I am live. Why is it not showing? Are you hearing me, David, if you're still here? Can anybody tell me if they're hearing me? Okay, now finally. Uh, YouTube was telling me I wasn't connected, but obviously I am. I was wondering why no one was chatting. It wasn't showing me the live chat. I think we're good now. All righty. Thank you, sire. And Enki did pop right back up. Yeah, I think OBS says I was sending. It's just right now YouTube's was messed up. They changed some things in the last few days. I think it was over the weekend, and it's things are a little wonky now in my control center. Oh, now we got a purple candle. But I'm not connected on Ninja Trader either. Wow, this is just going to be an absolutely wonderful day. I just called to say. All right. Hey, Crypticon, how you doing? There we go. Now we're ready to rock and rumble. So move down quickly. Remember, we got news coming up in 10 minutes.
Hey everyone! It's time to gore the like button.
It popped right back up again. Popping up again. Going places that I've never been. Sorry. A little blue candle there. Touching the 9. Little blue candle from Pasadena. Yeah, that's right. Well, I am shooting up. Not like drugs or anything.
Order filled.
We're long on this blue candle. I don't think it's going to go anywhere much, but we'll try it for 10 points. Am I showing it? I am showing it. Yeah, there we go. It is showtime. Our target down slightly to the recent high from about half an hour ago. I guess it was more like an hour ago. A little over an hour ago. Something like that. Ah. Gave me as much as 4 points. Now it's back down to my entry. How you doing, Tress? Ah. Gave me 5 points and now comes back down to my entry. Oh, I should have went for 5, I guess. Yeah, no.
Order filled.
Ouch. Yep, stopped out. Wow. Whipped down, killed me. That's another good way to start the day. Dow continuing the rise. ES just made another new all-time high. 74.97. No, 74.99.25. Got within 3 ticks of 7,500. We'll stay flat now until after the news that is coming up.
Extra read all about it. News in a few minutes.
Jobless claims and retail sales. In 5, 4. Good morning, Jake. How you doing? Let's see. Jobless claims 211K. Forecast was 205K, so that came in a little hot. Retail sales 0.5. That came in at forecast. Fun, fun. Then you'll have to leave every day. I've set my life up so I never have to leave the house. Well, I will have to leave the house soon to go get my new ID. But other than that, my bank's all online. I get all my groceries delivered. CNQ dripping down here. We've got YM drift down so the ES. Oh, actually a quick move down there. So a little bit of a delayed reaction, but down 20 points. Bouncing. Are we bouncing? Are we bouncing here? We'll watch it for the next 90 seconds to determine if we're bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Do I want to take this long? Do I? Do I? Do I?
Order filled.
That's a yes. Only on an eval, not on the funded. It's an iffy play for me. Iffy, 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 and you can see why it's coming right back down on me, which I was afraid of by looking at the 1 minute chart. But we'll see if it pops back up. No, looks like it's gonna come right down and hurt me. Hurt me, baby. So I have good days, bad day, good day, bad day, and it's starting to get a little frustrating.
Order filled.
Excellent. I'm not really taking a planned break. Uh I mean I could still trade fundeds today. I'm just not going to take them on uh, iffier setups, put it that way. Uh, I mean, you heard Ninja Trader say order filled as I stopped out. Oh, the hurt me baby. Well, I knew it was going to stop me out. Hey, John, how are you? And now we're popping back up on the 1 minute. Well, I mean, we're popping up everywhere, but it's a blue candle in the 1 minute after bells in the red. Oh, we all need a few WTF moments in our lives. It's trying to show me a little green candle again. Little green candles from Pasadena. green candle doesn't look as good anymore. Hey SK, how you doing? Continuing to move down. So I'm glad I didn't fall. Well, I fell for the first green candle, didn't fall for the second one. Dow back to moving upwards. Still dripping down on NQ, heading toward 29,500. Double bells, maybe a bounce. Crude heading up, back above 100, getting closer to 101 than 100 after dipping under 100. Oh, that candle I like better. Hey, Mr. G. Hope you're doing well.
Order filled.
We're about 12 minutes from the top of the hour. How's Florida this morning, Mr. G? It looks like this one's going to turn against me, too. Nice, G. Yeah, China has some of the worst air. I remember when the Olympics were there, they were concerned about that. And I'm gonna get stopped out again. Holy wowzers. This just isn't working out today. Yeah, they were trying to. I don't know how well they did, or if they just went back to doing whatever they were doing before all that.
Order filled.
Yep, there we go. Excellent. Excellent. Another stop out, and we run it. Hopefully, we keep bleeding down. Seen all the stuff about the snakes in the Everglades. Still falling. We broke 500. And my evals are bleeding badly today. 3 bad trades so far. So glad I'm not trading funded. Yeah, MFU and two TPTs and an MMFU. You don't see the TPTs at all. Morning, Ace. I'm waiting for a bounce. Come on, bounce for me. I don't mean you, Ace. You don't need to bounce. Unless you want to bounce. Who am I to stop a guy from bouncing if he wants to bounce?
Order filled.
Trying along here based on the 1 minute chart. Since my 3 minute chart basis have not been good. Are you serious? Come on, just get up there. Go, 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 go. Oh, great. We're less than 2 minutes from the top of the hour. I don't like being in trades at the top of the 9 o'clock Eastern hour. Come on, break 500 for me real quick. Or not. Let's just come down and. Ace trades well, almost every morning. Come on, give it to me, baby. And all the girls said he's pretty fly for a trading guy. Yeah. Don't want to be in this trade at the top of the hour. Maybe he'll give me a boost. I'm going to stop up some. Nope, no boost. It's going to stop me out instead.
Order filled.
Yes. 4 trades, 4 losses. We are off to the races. Trying to peek up again.
Order filled.
In at 99, going for 11. 511. Oh, are you serious? Come on now. One of these got to work. Yeah, he's not actually trading. He's just here as a just watching for a little bit before he goes to run errands. I just can't get a feel for today. I'm not sure what's up. Can I honestly say I've never had this many single bells in a row on the 3 minute chart without it turning around. I mean, this is the 10th single bell in a row, and I'm still getting stopped out going long. Morning, USC. Jake's working on bots. Automation. Whatever it is you're working on, that automation channel that you guys are so active in. Well, I'm going to blow all three of these evals today, I can tell.
Order filled.
Okay, good. There we go. I got one more trade on these, and then they're blown. Still falling. Yeah, it's becoming more and more a reality, Ace. Finally. Queen Elizabeth. Jake, unfortunately, those free McDoubles for life will probably shorten your life considerably. Why Spain? What'll be the DoorDash delivery fee on that? Still falling. So obviously the market did not, or at least the NQ and ES at least, did not like the job numbers apparently. I mean, Jake, I tend to agree with that, but just be careful. That's how I live my life, and that's why I only have one leg now. If you want really good fried chicken that's healthy, for your breading, use pork rinds. Take chicken, dip it in an egg wash, egg mixture, make it, sticky, and then grind up a couple of bags of pork rinds and roll it around the pork rinds. It's healthy
Order filled.
and darn right good.
Order filled.
Well, something is blue. My funded futures is blue. Damn, what the hell? Oh, it's all right. Just like I said, none of this is on a funded account, so I mean, and this is actually a great example. I've taken 4 straight losses. This one looks like it might be a winner, but it pulled back enough to blow the that other for one eval. But this is a great example of how quickly you can get in trouble trading minis versus micros. If I have been just sticking to one micro right now, I mean, first of all, if I have been trading fundeds, there's a couple of these trades I probably even wouldn't have taken. But say I took every trade and I've lost every trade so far this morning, I would still only be down about $180 versus the 2K I just blew on my funded futures before, on 5 trades. So I did this as an example to you all of why. Just won't give me any positive momentum here. I mean, the main thing about this is I got to start trend trading versus these reversal trades. I've been saying that. Melody should soon be around. Getting the headset ready. And by the magic of the internet, at 158 bucks, we have a fresh, new My Funded Futures eval. Yeah, I'm still in it. Doesn't seem to want to get to my target, though. Come on. Taking it off there for 9 points. And I have a new, fresh My Funded Futures eval. He's fresh. Oh. Hey, JJR. So, alrighty. We have about 6 minutes till the bell. Hopefully we can turn our day around. Have a great day, Jake. That's a good question. What are we thinking for the first 5 minutes, guy? First 5 minute candle after the bell, red or green? And I don't know. I I've thought every day we were gonna go down G, and every day it's just continuing to figure new ways to go up. I really think NQ wants 30,000 at this point, and ES got within 3 ticks of 7,500, so I can't imagine it's not going to hit 7,500. Speaking of 7,500, here's Melody. I have no idea what that meant, but good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing good actually. Over halfway through the week. And yeah, weather's looking good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Uh,
Good deal.
Trading has not been great for me this morning, but other than that, I'm doing okay.
Okay. Uh, yeah, I think it'll pick up. We'll pick up.
We hit
What a
all,
day yesterday though.
yeah, and we hit all-time highs again overnight.
Beautiful, beautiful. I
Yeah,
see that we're, you
uh,
know, barely almost to 7,500.
yeah. I was gonna say we got within 3 ticks of 7,500 on ES, and Q almost got up to 29,700. But the markets have not liked the news that came out about an hour ago, so we've been falling since. And it wasn't even, I mean, I don't know why it's had such a reaction to the news because jobless claims missed the mark by a tiny amount. Nothing that should have caused this big drop.
2 minutes till the bell.
So always a little unsettling when the market does disproportionate reactions to things.
Yeah.
Makes me think I missed something.
Are we ready? Are we ready? I think we're going to go green here at the bell. Well, maybe not. NQ and ES are kind of doing different things right now. Still going to say green. Not going to take a trade on it, but I'm going to say green. Oops, I forgot the ding. Now, flying down. ES popping up, and Q kind of, now it's green. Oh, ES popping up by 7 points here. NQ only up 14 itself. Dow down 28 now after being down 70, so it's coming back. Back again, back again. Ace is long. And Q up strong, 40 points now. ES up almost 10. ES can taste that 7,500. It wants it. It wants it bad. Sorry. I just read something from my COO that made me laugh. Kind of settling out here at 74.90 on ES and Q back above 500. Now it's going again. NQ popping nicely. I was gonna take a trade based on what I was seeing there right before the bell. I should have, but I've already been
Kind of with you.
beaten up so much this morning that I just decided not to. Nice rise
I feel
here.
like,
Okay.
yeah. No, I just feel like opening trades are like you have to be so sure about them
Yeah.
because they can go quickly against you.
Yeah. They kind of feel like news trades, almost like it's a gamble.
Yeah.
Dow flying downward. ES pulls back. NQ has not pulled back yet. ES has. First 5 minutes, definitely green on NQ, definitely green on ES, definitely red on YM. Big red on YM. Nice bounce on YM though. Back up 50 ticks, points, whatever you want to call it on YM. NQ looking like it wants to try and get back up to 29,600, although I am getting double bells and a blue shaded area. I didn't realize you traded NQ, Mr. G. I thought you were ES and 6E mostly. NQ still rising. I see NQ rising. I see profits on the way. I thought so. I get to know people's habits pretty well here. Flying up. Flying. We touched 599.75.
And ES, again, so close.
I can't believe ES is going to fall here without touching it. But I also have to think there's a lot of orders sitting right at 7,500.
Yeah, 360-ish at the moment.
And Q showing a tiny little red candle here on the 3. Blue shading is going away on the 1. Big bounce on Dow. Gained at least half of everything it lost since the bell back.
Wow.
ATR on the one's already up to 20. Okay, ES just touched the high it made overnight at 499.25.
Now there's over 400 orders at 7,500.
So theoretically, when it touches this, there, oh, it just burst through 7,500 to 7,550. So did it absorb all those orders?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Because it stalled there for like half a second to chew them all up and then popped up 2 more.
Oh, and there's a whip down. No, I missed. No, I missed. Well, wait. No, I misread that candle. Well, I mean, 6 ticks. Looked faster than it was. And Q does touch 600, got up to 610. $697 was the overnight high on NQ. I don't know. I don't see it getting here on this move. I feel like it needs a pullback before it continues up, but I could be wrong. Dow turns back around. Gold's falling fast, so gold is disconnected with NQ and ES for now. Q up to 621. Euro trying to bounce. Our orb is about to close. No one likes open orbs. Well, I guess maybe I was wrong. We're up to 673 now in NQ. So we're about 25 points away from the all-time high we set overnight.
And just like that, it came back.
Of course it did.
I was just looking at like these little tiny chunks going up, and they're all like within 1 minute. but it was just slowly one tick, one tick, one tick, one tick up. Just like stairs, and now it's going back.
And right back up. Feels like it's struggling now to get higher. Every tick is a battle. NQ orb 458 to 628. So that's a 170 point orb.
I'd say that's pretty big, but I feel like that's kind of what it's been this week.
Yeah. We have one that was like 80, but all the rest were big. But as always, remember, it's not the size of the orb, it's what you do with it. Now we seem to be falling. Maybe. Maybe not.
Yeah, I gotta think this is just a little consolidation before it pops up to the overnight high. The question, of course, is always how long does it consolidate?
Gold just popped. Crude's kind of popping a little bit. I don't have the news up. I guess I should make sure it's up. Nothing really popping there. Yes, that's the 3 minute time frame, G. There's the S with a purple. Back below 75. Well, never mind. Wow, that was a quick bounce. And even the Dow's going back up.
There it goes.
So each tick higher is a new all-time high with ES. NQ needs 697 to match its overnight all-time high. I think that was right. 697? No, 693. So it's almost there. Oh, or it was. By the time I get something out of my mouth, everything changes. NQ got within 8 points of its high.
Okay. That must have been something.
Yeah, brought everything down. Gold, ES, YM, NQ. But also crude. Crude's still coming down too, so
Weird.
only headline I'm seeing is that Saudi Arabia floats a Middle Eastern non-aggression pact with Iran.
Whatever that means.
It's trying to bounce again, though. Kind of bounced off the top of the orb. No, back down. See, as soon as I get something out of my mouth, I do have 6 straight candles of double bells on the 3. And now. Yeah, I think I did hear that. And UAE also attacked Iran at one point, I guess, back in April. We're back inside the orb. That quickly, we're down to 29,600. Did not get the overnight high. All-time high. All the highs. Question is, will it bounce here, or is this a reversal, like a full-on reversal? Yep, we are nearing the top of the hour. Bouncing back up off 600. Everything turned around besides gold. Crude. Dow's popping nicely. ES just bounced. Okay. He's still trying to break 600 here. NQ's falling now pretty fast, down to 580. Wow, right quick, we're down to 540. So in about 12 minutes, we've dropped 140 points. Dow turned back around on me. I was in a trade, but getting out now. And Q bouncing back up. It's not really giving me anything I want here.
I don't know. The 600 level is tough. I feel like there's just a lot of volume there and it can go either way really quick.
Dow trying to bounce again. MYM trying to pop back up. Sideways here right now. Can it take us higher? It's like the market can't decide what it wants to do here. Does it want to sell off or does it want to try and get those get that 29,700? Morning, Platt. Yeah, the market's going up, the market's going down, the market's going back up. ES hit a new all-time high. purple candle here on NQ. Big old purple candle. All right, now we're moving down fast again. That's a 50 point candle. Nice work, G.
Connection lost.
Yeah, I'm expecting a crash eventually too, but I mean, we got terrible inflation numbers the last 2 days, and all the market's done is going back to all-time highs. All right, G. Have yourself a great day. Work those legs. I can take my one leg off so you can work it out for me. Not sure it's really going to gain any muscle, though. Yeah, he's just been having some decent action lately. NQ bounced back up to 590. I'm sorry, NQ did. ES back up to 7,500. Yeah, that's true. Do you have a Fed speaker speaking and they're talking about inflation, so don't know if the market's going to react at all. There we go. Look at this. So after consolidation, it's running back up again. Will this be the run to 700? I almost expected that to be red before I got that sentence out, but it actually stayed green. I don't think you did. I mean, I do sometimes miss emails, but I don't remember seeing anything from you. We're back to the top of the orb. See if it bounces here, if it breaks through. Can it break on through to the other side?
Well, yes, got a new high a day, but NQ's real far behind.
Yes, is the leader. Dow's coming back down some. It's struggling to move higher, but I can't believe NQ's not going to get up there. Got it back above the orb. How are we doing, guys? Red, green, or somewhere in between?
Kind of an interesting day. You typically get more signals.
Yeah, I mean, I had one that I didn't trust, and then that's been about it, really. Hold on, this is the one this short here, but it was still in the blue shade, so I kind of didn't trust it. That obviously led to a beautiful short. And this one here, this was in not in shading. It was bouncing off some EMA there, so that could have been this to up, but neither of those were clear for me today. Again, turns around, purple candle, got up to 666. Dow's coming down heavy. ES coming down heavy. ES actually gave me I missed it, but ES gave me a brilliant signal. If we look at it, it's exactly what I'm looking for. Double bells, and the next, we were shaded. Next candle is a very small red candle, and you can see it's come down 3 points. Yeah, it ended up being a beautiful trade on the ES, 6 points down. Doing okay. I mean, not really finding anything. But patience is a virtue. Nice pop on YM. There's a big ocean in the way there, John. No, I know London, Ontario. You only have an hour to get there before London closes. And we're sideways again. Weird day. Very weird day.
Yeah, it's like slow until it's not kind of thing.
Getting a small little blue candle there. It's literally at the top of the orb. It's hard to trust until it gives me a little bit more here. Maybe there. Feels like it's struggling to try and get that move up.
Order filled. Order filled.
Ipsy. Went there, but fortunately, the take profit trader eval that I was copy trading this blue, so it took out the other two with it. Or else I'll have a nice win here. Sounds right. Nice pop. Are we going now? Or are we going for a 29,700? Hey, Kid Poker, how you doing? Were you trying to short? Well, 686 is the high of the morning. It's got to hit 700 now, right? I mean, it has to.
I think so. I mean, it peaks like a tick or two above the last swing high, I guess.
Uh, Kid, size down. I mean, no reason to lose everything in one day. If the market's not, if you're not feeling the market, if you're, running into a bunch of losses or whatever, walk away and live for another day. I mean, I started off today with 5 losses, but I was also making sure I wasn't trading any funded accounts. So, you know, if I know I'm not feeling the market, I'm still gonna stream. I'm not just gonna like not be here, but I'll get on evals and I don't mind blowing an eval here and there, but I'm very careful of my fundeds. Okay, 1 micro. Okay, 1 micro is good. Excellent. See now, I got a blue shaded area. I have a red candle forming. It's got 2 minutes on it yet, so time to there's still time to decide whether I want to take it or maybe decide what it wants to do. But it's just that thought that it wants the highs makes me not want to try and take a short here. Okay, now that red candle's not as convincing. More wick than body. In fact, it's almost green now. Okay, walk away, Kid Poker. Walk away. Seriously. Why not wait until you're seeing right now you're frustrated, you're looking to revenge trade because that's how we all feel. You're not clearly seeing the market. Don't continue. You have the power to walk away and fight another day. And I'm not chastising. I understand the emotions. I'm just trying to tell you that, give you advice of something that would have saved me in the past, where, because I know the emotions that you're feeling right now. You want it back. You're like, and you get to a point like, just F it. If it blows, it blows. and that's not the right mindset to be in, looking for your trade, looking for your setup, whatever. So I really think you should try to just walk away. I mean, prefer probably for the rest of the day, but if not the rest of the day, at least some time away from, to so you can get a mental reset. Oh, you're in a oh, well, you can cut that trade. I mean, I guess you could hope that it gets this the highs here, that it just actually broke the highs finally. There we go. That it hits 700 here and then whips down. But lately, nothing's been killing this market. Not horrible inflation numbers, not war stuff, not oil being back above 101. I kidded on the Discord yesterday that it looks like it's going to take a nuclear bomb going off in New York or Chicago to bring this market down. ES's new high 75.17. NQ just got within 1 point. Oh, there it is. There's
There we go.
700. Yep.
Well, that's a disgusting stat I didn't think about.
What's that?
Kid Poker says NQ up 7,000 points since April 1st.
Wow.
A lot. It's huge.
That's almost 25%.
Yeah. Yeah. Sheesh.
Nice. Nice, JJR. Congratulations. Poker, I'm sorry, man. I know it's tough. I've definitely been there many, many times. So, yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good thing to think about with your strategy of when do I know that I was wrong? And then you have to be okay with that kind of thing. Like, I've set stops at places where I'm like, nope, if it goes here, I'm wrong. And then it goes there and touches it and turns right around. But I've also seen times where it touches it and then runs 100 more points against me. And I'm like, thank goodness I had that idea, at least of where I thought that my trade would be invalidated. So I know that it's tough though, because you always have that pull to think like, oh, but it might come back. But it might come back. And we're so mad when it does. And I totally get that. But like, that's not trading. That's not trading. You have to have ideas of like, you have to have some sort of rules. And if you played by those rules and your rules are no stop loss, that's fine. I mean, like, I don't understand that, but everyone has their own thing. But then it's just like making sure you're following your rules and then being okay with it. If you're okay that you followed your rules and you lost, you hit DLL, that's part of your strategy. And if you have an edge, it'll turn around.
The only other thing I'll add to that, you said that the market makes 0 sense, and I agree. I 100% agree. We've been talking all week. You know that we had that one red day this week, and we said maybe this means it's finally coming down. But there's an old saying. I don't know who said it first, but it is totally true that the saying is the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. And that is very true. No matter what you think the market should do and what it actually does is two different things, and you gotta, if it's acting irrationally, you gotta figure out how to deal with that, and even if dealing with that means not being part of the market until it comes back to being something you're comfortable with. That's possible, Ply. That's a good point. I mean, the AI boom is helping the market. The uh you know 401ks continue to help the market, things like that, investment things. Which, and the fact that 401ks and other retirement accounts have become so popular over the last few decades, couple decades, whatever, I think is why it's so hard to have a sustained bear market now, because you're constantly having inflows into the market.
I just think about like, so we have OpenAI, which is almost certainly going to go public, and Anthropic, which I can see would not be far behind if they did. And talk about two absolutely ginormous tech companies that will immediately be valued probably higher than they're worth. And most people, like retail traders and honestly institutions, will buy up that IPO.
Oh yeah,
And so I just think about like those will fly right into the NQ and the ES because they're going to be huge.
SpaceX as
And
well.
then, oh yeah, exactly. Like we could be seeing some interesting times this year as some of these bigger companies go public and then seeing how that affects the indices that we trade.
Okay, now we have a pullback here on NQ. NQ got all the way up to 730, pulled back 26 points. I'm braving it and taking the short. Hold on though. I gotta switch over the account and trade evade here to. Oh no, I'm on it. Did I already do that? Must have already been on that account. Okay, didn't realize that. All right, now I'm gonna irrationally short the. Well, no, it's not showing that trade. Why is it not showing it? Oh, because I'm on ES. There I am. 681 would be a good target. Oh, whoa, we're almost there already. Holy heck. Come on. You're kidding me. You got down to 682 and bounced. I hate this market. I really do. You don't see my target, but it's sitting at 679.75. I'm not sure why it's not showing. It is really bouncing around here. Part of me says I should.
Kind of right around 700.
Part of me thinking maybe I should take quicker profit here. Gives me 10. Or it could just flush real quickly.
Being stubborn right here.
Three minutes from the top of the hour. Wow, it's just hanging right on. I took it off for 2 ticks. I have a feeling it could bounce right back up here. Kid poker? I mean, I understand. I've been there. I like I say, I've probably quit trading 300 times, sometimes several times in one day. Just now it's going down to my target. But anyway, take a mental break. Couple of days, couple of weeks. You know, you have a funded account. Are so you've proven you can do this. So give yourself some time and then come back stronger. And there it went. That should have helped that trade. Dow heading straight up right now. Gold heading straight down. So gold is all over the place now. Yesterday or the day before, gold was running with the Dow. Earlier today, it wasn't running with anybody. Now it's kind of going with, I don't know. I guess we need to stop looking for the correlations in gold because it doesn't make sense now. Morning, Jay. Well, but this room, uh, you know, this community has a bunch of traders like that, Kid Poker, so I know it's possible. So, okay, and this is not a criticism. It's a legitimate question. Why let it run that far in the heat? Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking you, why not 100-point stop or even, I mean, or even 50, but you were with one micro, you said, so 100-point stop's a $200 loss. Why let it go further than that? Have a good one, Platt. Tell your mom we said hi. Well, he's talking about quitting, Ace, and I'm trying to convince him he doesn't want to do that. I think you tried to push back up there, but doesn't look like it's going to succeed. The fact that you're typing XXX and Teo hasn't commented on it surprises me. I'm gonna be honest, kid. I mean, nobody knows what the market's gonna do day in, day out, especially with our, various news things going on. But at this point, I would be shocked, I say, that NQ does not get up to 30,000 before any major drop. Now, I'm not saying it can't drop back down a couple hundred points today. It's possible. But I really think the market wants 30,000. And that could come tomorrow, that could come Monday or sometime next week. You know, I feel like this irrationality, if the inflation reports and the oil price and everything that's been coming out hasn't dropped it, we might not see it drop. And this is just a wild speculation on my part. The FOMC meeting in a month. The market is, it shouldn't be, but I bet you there's at least a small faction of the market that thinks that now that Walsh, whatever his name is the chairman, that interest rates are going to come down on the FOMC meeting. I don't think there's any way that happens. All the other Fed governors are talking about inflation worries. I don't see any way Walsh convinces them to vote for a cut. So that could be, if it hasn't happened yet, that could be where the market has a turnaround. But again, we are in war, oil's still going wild. Something else could cause it before then, obviously. But, like I said, the market can stay irrational longer than we can stay solvent. So we need to, instead of playing what we feel should happen, we need to just play what we see on the charts in front of us. And I have blown many, many, many accounts going against the trend, trying to pick a bottom or pick a top. And it's been one of my worst habits that I'm still working to break. Have you read the various books that are out there on trading psychology? And Q going back for a tie. I've been kind of ranting away here. Melody, did you grab any trades today that I missed or
No,
okay.
I missed one, but that was it. I've kind of been looking at the initial balance, and I just don't trust it today. That's the thing. And I don't know how to get around that, but it's an all-time high thing. Like I was
Yeah.
primarily looking at it on ES and it just keeps going up. So I'm like, I don't know where the end is. So having one of those days.
I think most of us have been there as well, kid. I know there's people in this room that have. I'm not going to call anybody out. I've screamed and pounded my desk. I don't think I've ever broken anything, but I have thrown things across the room. Um, I've scared my cat just from yelling, but I've never like thrown anything at him or thrown him for that matter. I don't think I could throw him. He's kind of heavy, but you know, it, it gets. I will say the emotions usually get easier, and but sometimes they also when you if you feel like you're getting close and you just can't get over the hump, sometimes those emotions can really flare back up.
Yeah, I was definitely at that point where somewhat recently even, just because I'm like, I'm getting into, it's been 2 years, I've had some success, but not payout success from props and stuff like that. And that definitely brings the emotions all the way to the top. If you think you've pushed them down, like I don't know, you just get to one point and it's a breaking point and it's a dangerous place to be. I did break a well, I threw a mouse. It was already broken when I threw it, but that was partly why I threw it actually, because breaking mice. But like, yeah, it's something you have to be constantly aware of, even when you think that you've mastered it. Chances are you didn't.
At least mice, or at least most, are cheap. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, that one I broke was like a cheap, it was like a $20, but it was ergonomic. So I gave it a try. I mean, like I said, it was already broken. It didn't click anymore. And I didn't break it. I didn't break the clicking. It broke on its own.
Ace, the trade he's in right now is in 1 micro. Now I don't know if he's always using 1 micro. Oh, by the way, we just hit another all time high. 741.
Over here.
Yeah, I mean, kid, I don't know anything about your trading, but I mean, if you're regularly using like 100 to 200 point stops, I think maybe that's where you might want to look at things, or I mean, I don't know if you've had a stop on this trade, or we're just gonna let it go to wherever DLL hit or blue, but uh, yeah, yeah, you might want to just try. I mean, I guess the other question is have you back tested your edge enough that it is definitely an edge? Because while the emotions are what hurts most people's trading, sometimes we can think we have an edge that doesn't really have an edge, and you really need to make sure that you're not banging your head against the wall because your edge just either doesn't work, or maybe it worked at one time and doesn't work now because the market's changed or whatever. You got to constantly be looking at that, not not being reactionary where you have one bad day and you try and change everything, but if it's over a pretty decent period of time that you see you're struggling, and then you need to really look at, is the edge there, or has the market changed that the edge needs to be adjusted? How long's it been since your last payout, though? Kid, I mean, you don't have to. Don't ever feel you need to answer my probing questions. But I mean, if it's been a while, then again, you need to check to make sure something hasn't changed with the market that has negated this edge, at least for now. And if it has, then you either need to find something secondary to use until the market comes back to where your edge becomes an edge again, or not trade is another option, if always, of course, but we're traders, we want to be in the market, or something like that. Either have a secondary edge, or that's why I use three different setups. I have a reversal setup, and I have a with trend setup, and I have a secondary reversal setup. And I know, I mean, they work together, but I know if one's not working in one day, as long as I'm executing, and I have trouble executing my with trend trades, it's my biggest issue. I know, one's gonna work if the other one's not working, as long as I'm executing. Now you can see I had two blue candles there on the 3-minute chart that I did not take. Those should have been my longs. The problem with my with trend thing, when we're at all-time highs, my brain, just like your brain's telling you we need to go short, at least my brain's saying we can't keep going higher, so don't take the long. When you can see it that after that last blue candle, we've gone 40 points. If you're using 1 to 2 micros and you blew $1,300 in 2 days, um, then yeah, you need to start using stops. I would do no more than 50 to 100 points at the most. because then I mean, at 1,300, that would give you 6 trades on 1 micro, I think, or even 2 micros. $767, the new high. I admit, I thought it was going to hit 700 and start reversing. I didn't think we'd be closer to 800 than 700.
Yeah, I think we might be going for 30. The only thing I saw was just ES continuing to go up, even though NQ was probably just lagging behind. So ES has no stop in it. NQ might not either.
I'm getting a purple candle set up on the 3. Blue shade, purple. RSIs are kind of high. Let's see if we get one more trade in here. I'm gonna try it. Why don't I have it? Why is my ATM off? Okay. Don't like the way they turned right back around. Yeah, well, good. Oh, out of that trade. So my setup didn't work there either. It just kid. I will say you did say earlier you were over $100 from blow up, I believe, and now you're less than 50. don't know why you didn't cut it then and let yourself try and fight back. But I also understand it because I've done it myself. Again, it's that feeling of F it, whatever happens, happens. And I've been there.
Well, it will be interesting. I feel like the last few days we've been still kind of in a downtrend at London close. Then we just kind of popped up right after. So it'll be interesting to see now if we go up and then pop down after, or just keep going. Who knows?
Yeah, everything's moving up. Dow's moving up now again. Dow's joined the other two. ES seven. Yeah, we came on and we were talking about ES just getting under 7,500, and now we're at 75.32.
Jeez. Cruising.
So, poker, I would suggest taking tomorrow off. So, give yourself a 3-day weekend at least to clear your mind. Maybe longer. And try and come back fresh. One, I would do like, continue one micro. And you should find, this is just my opinion. Again, take it for what it's worth, if it's worth anything. Find a stop you're comfortable with. If it's 100 points on one micro, that's $200, which means you could be wrong 10 times in a row on most 50K accounts before blowing your account. Yeah, I mean, if you could take a break even longer, I mean, we have a holiday coming up a week from Monday. Take all of next week off and try and find something to reduce your stress level and have a little fun and then come back after the holiday. Yeah, but London has closed. I mean, we're seeing a green candle, so I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if it really pops here. Well, poker, okay, I mean, um, thinking. I mean, take Profit Trader has a nice 25K account and they're 50% off right now. Bull and Ox has a 25K account. I don't think they reduced it. Oh, the kid, you definitely, in my opinion, you need to step away for a little bit. If you really feel it's ruining your life at this point, you shouldn't be doing anything that makes you feel that miserable that you don't have to do. You definitely need some time to clear your head. Because feeling that negative about it is just going to cause everything to snowball. It's going to make just, the negative feelings are going to continue to cause your psychology to be absolutely horrible. Everything's going to feel worse each and every day. Take some time away. Take longer than a week. Take a month. Take whatever time you need to, refresh your mind, because no one should, there's a difference between grinding and fighting through this and actually feeling like it's ruining your life. And you should not let it ruin your life. So take some time away. Come back. If you come back, stop in here. I want to know how you're doing. Even if you decide not to come back, I'd love for you to come in here and just let us know you're okay. Sometime down the road. You're always welcome here, obviously. But take some time away. Find a way to reduce your stress. And then maybe revisit it in the future. Whether that's a week, a month, or a year. Anyway. It's time for us to get out of here. Poker, if you're not part of the Discord, come join the Discord. A lot of people in there that are having similar issues that you are, and you might, that might help you as well. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.